People are lying about MrBeast and fabricating messages to make it seem like MrBeast doesn't actually support Chris Tyson. The hashtag MrBeast leaks to me expose exactly what kind of person MrBeast is. A coward who won't stand up for what he believes in out of his fear of lost profits. I know the money goes to his various charitable causes, but if he can't do what's right, he shouldn't be a public figure. Thanks, Dream Groiper. This is totally not a 4chan psyop. If you don't know what a Groiper is, I guess look it up. So as you guys probably know, recently Chris Tyson ended up announcing that they were starting hormone therapy and pretty much came out as trans to the entire internet. However, unfortunately, a lot of people started hating on Chris. I mean, there are videos going viral on TikTok saying that Chris is a horrible person, that he left his wife and kids for Carl, saying that they miss the old Chris Tyson. And these like same transphobic people who hate Chris for transitioning are also trying to bring up Chris's old joke tweets to try and cancel them, which I just find funny because you know damn well these are the same exact people that are always preaching about how they didn't like cancel culture. Yet when Chris comes out as trans, suddenly they're gonna cancel them. I should mention that Chris has apologized for all of this like a year or so ago. I should also mention that like within this apology, Chris also came out as trans pretty much, or at least stated that they had been struggling with their gender since they were a kid. So I mean, if anyone was actually paying attention and following along with all of this, you would know that Chris didn't just like, I don't know, get brainwashed by social media or something. That's what these people are saying. Social media made Chris trans. Chris is doing it for Twitter likes, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Anyway, MrBeast would come out as supportive for Chris because Chris is his best friend. They've been best friends for like ever. But a lot of people, they didn't like that because I guess for some reason they had this view that MrBeast was also a horrible person like all of them. I guess they wanted MrBeast to be like, screw you, Chris, I hate you because you're trans now, which if you know anything about MrBeast, you know he's not the type of guy to do that. Anyway, MrBeast and Chris and the entire gang would end up doing this like hour-long stream where they opened up boxes and stuff, and this was Chris's first appearance since they came out, and a lot of people started picking apart this stream. And there's like moments where MrBeast is like exhausted, you know, because he's opening things up, he's on live stream, maybe things are a little bit awkward, and then they started posting those clips on TikTok acting like, oh wow, MrBeast and the crew are definitely uncomfortable by Chris's change. And so tons of tweets started going viral being like, look guys, this is proof MrBeast supports us, he supports our side, when it seems like to me he was just kind of uncomfortable because he's on live stream. And even if he is a little bit uncomfortable by Chris's change, which honestly that's perfectly acceptable, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, that's a pretty normal human response. That doesn't mean that MrBeast is not in support of his friend living the way that they want to. Anyway, these apparent leaked messages from a MrBeast employee started coming out where it appears that MrBeast is telling this employee to act like they support Chris so that they don't get canceled. I don't hate Jimmy, but he's a two-faced. He pretends like he's doing it all to make people happy, but it's just a business for him. He'll push anything as long as it makes money. He wants to get into politics. There's more. I'm tired of playing along. I know this will out me, but I don't care. For more proof I am who I say I am, send me an email. I'm not gonna check this post because frankly, I don't like this place. And I guess this person is pretending as if they're Nolan, which doesn't even make any sense because Chris and Nolan are like pretty good friends, and this is what Nolan said in response to Chris's coming out. Holy smokes, I'm proud of you. Nolan, please never change. So yeah, I'm sure this is totally legit. Let's get into the messages. Hey, please listen to me very carefully. We have to support Chris. Like, it's critical to the business. Creators have been canceled for less. I mean, I'll do my best. To be honest, it's just weird when he comes in wearing a dress and acting like a completely different person. I know there's an adjustment period, but we need to be completely supportive even if it is awkward. We need to keep up our views, our conversations. This is a business. You're not alone in your feelings. I'm working it out with her, but just keep the status quo for now. And a lot of people actually believe these messages, and they started going around making tweets being like, oh my god guys, look, MrBeast is on our side, even though these messages are just clearly fake. Like, if you know anything about Instagram, if you've ever used it for like more than 2 seconds, you know these messages are Photoshop. Anyway, keep Keemstar would reach out to MrBeast, and this is what he had to say. These alleged DMs from MrBeast are 100% fake. Source, MrBeast. And I mean, honestly, it's just kind of sad the lengths people will go to like hate on someone. Like, these people hate Chris so much, and they hate that MrBeast supports his best friend so much that they start faking DMs. This Chris situation is honestly one of the saddest dramas that I've like ever covered, because Chris literally did nothing wrong. Literally nothing. I remember a few years ago, people would come out as gay, and a lot of people would be like, oh man, who cares? Why do you act like that's such a hard thing to do? That's easy to do. But now you have Chris coming out, instead of receiving support, he gets a shit ton of hate, and people start making up fake DMs. It's just disgusting, really. Anyway, these are just my thoughts on this entire situation. If you guys have enjoyed, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel.